Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A short one here, caught by McBride. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 19 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Conner going to get it again on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Cardinals hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that,
You want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. You look at this Arizona defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The drive will start with Connor. Brought down by Willie Gay.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Connor up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4.
And he's going to be touchdown short of a first. And it's 4th down coming up.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, this defense for the Cards, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught by Harrison. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Here's Goff. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Cardinals, there he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Here's Goff. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Back to throw, Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 37. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4.
To the air again, Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Goff now to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll run with Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to downs. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, they've looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now the try here for the point after. That'll increase their lead to 28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Cross throw complete there to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this up past the 40. Goff. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Throwing again is Goff. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away and off.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Gone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now gone. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they? Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to claw one back. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. James Conner, the Cardinal offense, ready to get back to work. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They run behind center with Connor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 84 yards rushing now for Connor and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Okay, ready? Go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Dallas. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals extend their lead yet again. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. A 10-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look in the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Yellow, green.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Dallas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 6 from the 10. On the handoff, Connor, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cards have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, this offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Goff.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a handoff to Connor.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Connor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominant. Here early on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
On first down, gone.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a first down throw. Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete to the rookie from Colorado.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.